Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your week. No, it's not a weekly. It's a solar eclipse reading. Surprise. Okay, let's dive into it. Let's see how the solar eclipse is going to be impacting you, what you guys can expect today. So happy solar eclipse today. And let's dive in. All right. I've just woken up. I've just been doing these last readings because I really wanted to get these out for you guys. So let's see what's coming up for you guys during this time. So after pre-shuffling and splitting the deck, this was what wanted to come out for you. And it's the Seven of Pentacles. So a little bit of a message for you during the solar eclipse is to not give up on something that you've been working really hard for. Okay, you might need to change things around, but you're super close to reaching the harvest that you're wanting, whether it's in your workspace, whether it's just in building yourself up, whatever it is. You will see results soon, but you might need to change things. Let's just see what the advice is for you. But let's get overall energy for the solar eclipse for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Leg up. You might need to reach out to get a little bit of help or guidance. Maybe it's about trusting spirit and the divine timing of things. Love that. Between worlds. So you're split between two different energies right now, which is fine. This is most likely the past energy, the old self, whatever, where things are a bit clouded. You get a little bit upset sometimes about what it is, maybe confused at times, but then you also have days where it's like, I feel over the moon, like I'm so excited, so motivated. Which is interesting. And the reason why you're doing that is because you are in the middle of creating a new world for yourself, where there's much more celebration, where you definitely look and feel more confident, and there's a crown on the flamingo's head, so more authority, more success and status in your life, but you are in the middle. Okay, so maybe you feel stuck there. It's like, I have tried so hard and I'm like in the middle stages of creating something new, but I feel still stuck in the past a little bit, or something's not budging. So if that is the case, a leg up definitely is your advice here. Now, what does this mean? It really depends whether it's to do with the universe and relying on the universe, or there's other people. So I'll let you apply it however it is in your life, but the story is you might need a little bit of a boost. All right, sometimes we're a bit tired and it's okay to let somebody else do the work for you. Sometimes we just are going through some things and it's just making things a bit more difficult, and I am sensing frustration. You know, when it's like you're trying to paint something. That's the metaphor that's coming into my mind, and it's like whatever you're trying to do anyways, when you're angry or when you're upset, when you're just emotionally drained, and you get a bit angry or frustrated at yourself or what it is that you're trying to build, your finances, you just want to kind of just ruin it. You know, you just want to just get the paintbrush and just wreck it all over the place. And it's like, don't do that. Okay, rest. When you feel like that, don't give up on what you're doing, but take the time out, get some help from somebody else. Go and speak to someone and get their advice if that's what you feel like you need, because you don't know where you're moving forward, or maybe you're just a bit tired. Or it's relying on spirit a little bit. Okay, you don't have to do everything alone. So during the solar eclipse as well, another message I would say is dealing with your hyper independence is important, because Aquarius, when this card comes in, okay, yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Absolutely. When this card comes in, you might be so used to doing things by yourself that it's almost painful to ask people for help. You might feel ashamed about it. So if that is how you're feeling, dive deeper into those feelings, because it's okay to get help, right? So it's really important to address that if it's coming up for you. So you have Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. As I was saying, take your time. You don't need to rush this. This is very Capricorn energy. Okay, it does say that, again, you are going to be paid off with all the work that you put towards something, but right now it's not the time for a harvest. Okay, so that's important for you. Let's dive into your messages from your spirit guides, guardian angels. What they say around this solar eclipse for Aquarius. Soulmates. So again, it's a really important time to focus on the people around you. Interesting. Now you have body care. I'm just going to cover up the nudity in that card so that YouTube doesn't ban me. But some of you might need to start caring for your physical and mental, maybe even well-being, but it's saying body care. So this could be a really good time to just give back to yourself, your body, and allow it to rest. Like I said, the little baby's legs are tired, so it's okay, get up onto mama bear and let her walk the way for a little bit. She's got more energy than you. So for some of you, you might need to relax your body, okay, and look after yourself, okay? Anyway, let's dive into your last oracle cards, and we'll dive into your tarot, get some more messages for you. What is the overall energy of this solar eclipse, or what are some messages you want to bring forward for Aquarius during this time? Wait, it's not the right time, okay, for sure. The universe is working on it. Trust in divine timing. So there we go. There we go. I would say this card does say about like keeping to the mundane. You don't want to just neglect the bush, the flowers, or whatever you're trying to grow. You don't want to neglect it. You want to keep showing up for it, but you don't want to push yourself so hard and trying to make something harvest right now. It's just not the right season for it, is what it feels like. It's not the right season to see fruits and vegetables in this time. So again, all metaphors for whatever it is that you're building. Okay, let's dive into your tarot then. Let's get one card out here for the overall energy of the solar eclipse for Aquarius. Page of Wands. Okay. Page of Wands again is all about your creativity. It's childlike creativity. It's, I would also say, to keep your optimism. You know, when children are inspired, they're just like, you can't stop them. They're like super ready and they're determined. So Page of Wands coming through. You can also be hearing about opportunities at this time as well, because this is my card of like a messenger too. Let's clarify it though. But really good time to kind of get into your childlike energy again and to have fun with it at the moment, because again, you are being shown as the baby polar bear. So maybe it's a good time to get into things that are creative, to bring more passion into your life. Okay. All right. Why is the Page of Wands the overall energy of the solar eclipse? I think this is happening in your 4th house actually, which could be about the home space. I mean, only for those who might be Aquarius risings, but see how it resonates for you guys. But for those who are Aquarius rising, in your astrology anyway, this is happening in your 4th house. So this is your foundation, this is your roots, this is your home life, maybe family even, could be something that's going on here as well there. And childhood and stuff like that could be surfacing up for you to eclipse some things out usually. Judgment, King of Swords. Interesting. So during the solar eclipse, for sure, Judgment is all about learning lessons, understanding, forgiveness, finding peace in situations, but most importantly, it's about surrendering and letting go. Okay, and maybe that's why Page of Wands is here. Maybe you are getting the opportunity to surrender or let go to something with something. The fact is coming through with the King of Swords as well is really good, because this really is indicating mental clarity. So you might know what you need to do right now. You might already know the truth of the situation. Here maybe you're going to get some communication actually that is going to help bring you some clarity. Page of Wands. I'm going to see your energy so I can make some sense of that. Let's see, what is the energy of Aquarius during the solar eclipse? How are they showing up? The 5 of Swords. Feeling a bit defeated. Challenged is the word I'm hearing. Feeling a bit challenged. Feeling like maybe something didn't really work out, like you may have expected it to. Maybe you have had a falling out with somebody. Okay. So why is this in Aquarian's energy, please? The energy of Aquarius. 8 of... Okay, so even though you're experiencing some defeat, heartache, pain, a falling out with somebody, conflict with somebody, the 8 of Wands is coming through to kind of suggest that things are still moving in the right direction. Okay, so don't give up when something doesn't work out, as we were saying here. It's almost like confirmation that, okay, maybe you were rejected from something. It's all directing you into the right place, okay? And I wonder if that's kind of hard for you to kind of feel right now. Because yeah, she's taking the 3 swords with her, and that's here. It's yeah, something did not work out or is not working out, but it's just because it's not the right time. As you see, this person's having to redirect. So if that's the case here again, 8 of Wands, you are absolutely moving in the right direction. That's just a bit of confirmation for you that everything's kind of happening in the way that it needs to or has to, in order for you to move where you need to go. One more, 8 of Wands can also be communication and other opportunities coming away. It's a really good card. So even though the 5 of Swords is there being your challenge in your energy, I guess, release what needs to be released for sure. Why is the 5 of Swords in Aquarius? Okay, King of Cups. Ace of Swords. Okay, maybe there was a bit of a difficult truth. Or maybe again, you're gaining clarity in something, and maybe it's not what you wanted to hear, but it's something you needed to. And King of Cups is calling in for you to be, to rise above your feelings and emotions when this happens, so that you can again move in the right direction. Don't neglect your feelings, okay? Understand them, but don't let them overwhelm or control you, okay, in your decision making. Because as I said, you might get frustrated. You just want to like cut up the painting or just ruin it with the more paint. Don't do that. Okay, where is this guiding me? Where is this leading me? So slow down for sure, so you can have the chance to do that. Okay, let's dive into your challenge. What's the challenge or blockage that Aquarius might be going through during the solar eclipse? Blockage or challenge during the solar eclipse. Judgment again. 8 of Pentacles could be in the workspace. Judgment coming through with this definitely feels like the angels are coming in to help you. And I just want to say that for some of you, because it does feel like this is spirit trying to, you know, take you with it into maybe a new chapter or to a new level. Because I always see judgment as that you're kind of rising up to a new level. It's also a card again of clarity, surrender. So for some of you, you're really being called to let it go. Let someone help you for once. That's your blockage and challenge, to let it go and let it be and let it unfold in its own time. Okay, why is this a blockage or challenge? The 9 of Swords. Well, it's hard for you to do that because you got so many fears, worries, doubts, overthinking about pain. Okay, some of you might not be able to let go of certain heartbreaks or pains, or what, you know, what difficult, challenging situations brought upon you. I would really say it's a good time to cleanse your feelings. Okay, you don't have to hold on to pain forever, especially if it's something that has already happened and unfolded. Okay, 9 of Swords, and one more card for judgment being the blockage or challenge. 6 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like everything's going to be fine moving forward. It's just you're in a stage right now where it's hard to see that. It's a lot of fears, a lot of worries, a lot of stressful situations maybe going on around you, or again, you're kind of reflecting on stressful arguments and stuff like that. 6 of Wands is another reminder that you are going to have victory and success moving forward, but let something guide you. Okay, you don't have to do it all alone. If you allow spirit to take the lead, all right, with that horse being here, just the same as I guess the polar bear, you're being led somewhere. Get up on spirit's back or let someone else help you, because you are going to find a lot more victory, success, and ease up there. All right, almost like less resistance. Okay, and what's the advice that you have then for Aquarius? The Emperor. Being in control of your life and of your world. You don't have to sit in I feel like this is to do with your inner world though, because again, the Hanged One being here is actually about gaining enlightenment by viewing things from a different lens and perspective. Let's get one more. Okay, let's get one more. Why is the Emperor the advice? 5 of Wands. Okay, that's a card of conflict. So I would say that you are more in control of your fears and whatever this conflict is, whether it's internal or external, you're more in control of it than you think. The devil can trick us into believing we're stuck or trapped and chained up to it, whatever it is, whether it's your addictions, temptations, bad habits, whether it is a person or situation that you don't want to be in, but somehow feel stuck in it because of fear, whatever, comfort zones even. You're more in control than you think. I feel like this is more to do with your mind, because it feels like this is, the Emperor can easily make these people stop at the click of his fingers, right? It might not stop it from happening again and again, but eventually these energies or people are going to know that, okay, the Emperor doesn't like when we do that, so let's stop doing that. It's almost like building a habit. But you have to believe that you're in control first, not the devil. You're in control first in order to understand that you can stop this conflict if you need to, or walk away from it if it's people around you. One more with the Emperor. Why is this advice for Aquarius? The Knight of Swords. Yeah, don't go back into battle here. The Emperor is determined, but he does not rush in like the Knight of Swords does. Is calm, calculated. It's the Emperor. You're ruling an empire. I would just say your advice here is to not go back to past conflicts. Okay, don't go back in your head to fight that battle again. You know, when we do that, when we think about things we should have said in an argument, don't do that. Okay. Yeah, because it's just gonna keep going round and round. Okay. Important. Okay, well, that's what I have for you guys. Well, I hope that it made a difference, or it gave you some clarity around this time of what you might be dealing with, if it resonated. But I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna see you guys during your weeklies, which will be posted very soon actually. So see you then.